Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel where the new season is here. The new season has arrived. We are here for the 21-22 SPFL Premiership season, match week 1. And I have to say, there are some very, very interesting fixtures in match week 1. As well. We obviously have one game kicking off at 1:30, which is Rangers against Livingston at Ibrox, and then we have a couple of 3 o'clock games, and then we have an 8 o'clock game on Saturday with Hearts taking on Celtic, and then 2 Sunday games. We have Aberdeen against Dundee United and Motherwell against Hibernian. But before I start, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, and please hit that subscribe button as well. So the first game to preview and predict is Rangers against Livingston. Yeah, not the best start for Livingston. Let's just say that. Actually, 3 out of the 4 seasons that Livingston have been in the top flight, they faced the champions in 3 of those seasons. I think last season they had St Mirren away to begin with, so that's something else to say as well. But 4 wins to Rangers and 1 draw in the last 5 meetings between Rangers and Livingston as well. Look, Rangers, obviously, they are the champions of Scotland, and you have to say that this is not the easiest of starts for Livingston. It has to be said, Rangers, I think, have been very, very good in recruiting this summer. John Lundstrom is a very, very good signing as well. They've also got Fashion Sakala. I think it's a great, great signing for them, and I think Rangers will go into this one, on the back of 17,000 fans for this game. They do have 17,000 fans coming into Ibrox for the game against Livingston, and you have to say, I think that is a very, very good statement from the SPFL to get so many fans back into the stadiums as well. I think it's a good sign for the new season. However, they will not be unfurling the Championship flag. I believe that's going to be when they have a full house. So I don't know when that will be, but that's what I've been hearing anyway, is that Rangers will not be unfurling the Championship flag against Livingston. So that is something going to be very, very strange, but I can understand it from a point of view that it is a good idea. It is a very, very good idea for Rangers, but they've got quality all along the pitch. You'd have to say as well. Still question marks about Alfredo Morelos. I don't think he's going to make this game. I just don't think he's going to make this game. I think transfer talk is that he could be going to FC Porto. I think there's been big rumours there as well. And Rangers are just off the back of beating Real Madrid in pre-season. Yes, I know it's only pre-season, but still Real Madrid, and it's still a very, very good victory nonetheless as well. But they are coming up against Livingston, who have had another season of upheaval, it has to be said. John Guthrie's gone, Steve Lawson's gone, Alan Lithgow has gone, Jet has gone to Aberdeen. So there's been a few good signings as well. Andrew Shinney in from Derby County. I think that's a very, very good signing from Livingston, for Livingston, I should say. Obalai as well from Queen of the South. Livingston did have him on a pre-contract, so that's a very, very good signing as well. Tom Parks has come in as well, so another very interesting acquisition. Ben Williamson as well. Unfortunately, he will not be available to face his parent club Rangers, unfortunately, so that's going to be very, very interesting, that game as well. Adam Lewis as well, on loan from Liverpool. So Livingston have made some very, very good signings. However, Rangers away is probably not the start you would want as well. Rangers will be determined to start fast-paced. I think they're going to have a pretty comfortable afternoon's work, I'm afraid to say. I'm going to go for a Rangers 3, Livingston 0. Not a good start for Livingston, but obviously there will be better games for them in the future. But I just think Rangers, in front of their home fans, I just think they're going to be too comfy for this game against Livingston. So Rangers 3, Livingston 0. And now we move on to Dundee against St Mirren. Obviously, Dundee are back in the top flight. Welcome back to James McPeak, and nice to see Charlie Adam in the league as well. Obviously, playing against his former club as well. Look, Dundee. I think people are expecting them to have a good season. I don't think anyone's expecting them to go down. Look, I think you have to say that I think Dundee have strengthened very, very well. Yes, they've lost a couple of players, but apart from that, I think they are in for a good season. And if they can make Dens a bit of a fortress, then I think they'll be okay. They do tend to do well away from home as well. But yeah, Dundee have got a very, very good squad, and I expect them to do well with Charlie Adam pinging balls into Jason Cummings and Paul McMullen and Paul McGowan as well. I think it's going to be very, very interesting season as well. I think Dundee are good defensively this season as well. I think they'll be absolutely fine. I think they'll be absolutely sound as a pound, as you would say. St Mirren, very good last season to finish best of the rest. 7th place finish for St Mirren. It was a good season. It was a very, very good season. Unlucky not to get top 6 in the end. They have had a bit of a season of upheaval as well, as we can obviously tell. But Greg Kiltie is a cracking signing. I think he's a very, very good player from Kilmarnock. I think he'll be a very, very good signing for them. And obviously they've got Eamon Brophy as well. They have lost Jonathan Obika. I think that could be a bit of a potential downer for them. I think losing someone of Obika's class, who's very, very physical, can get the ball on the ground. He plays good football as well, scores goals. The fact that they've lost him could be a bit of a trouble time for them. But I would say that St Mirren, look, I've obviously predicted them to struggle this season, but don't be surprised if they prove everyone wrong as well. I just feel that firepower. I just feel they've got a little bit. They've lost that firepower as well. But I have to say, I think this is going to be a very, very interesting game, this one. Obviously, Dundee back in front of home fans as well. Not sure how many home fans are in. I think it's probably a 1,000, 2,000 maybe. So I'll be interested to see if there's any St Mirren fans going to Dens Park as well. But I think Dundee. I've got a feeling for them this season. I think they will impress. As I've said, Charlie Adam, Jason Cummings, some very, very good players in there, and I think Dundee will have a very good season ahead of them. So, with that being said, my prediction, I am going to go for a 2-1 win to Dundee. I think Dundee will start the season with a victory. So, I'm going 2-1 to Dundee in that one. And now we go on to a club who I expect to struggle this season against, well, let's just say a team that blew everyone out of the water with 2 cup wins last season. Ross County against St Johnstone. Last 5 meetings, 3 draws, 1 win to Ross County, 1 win to St Johnstone. So very, very equal measures there as well. Look, Ross County, they have got Malkay McKay as new manager. I think that will be a bit of a gamble. I'm going to say that now. Obviously, has never managed in Scotland. He has played, I think, Celtic. He obviously, managed, Watford as well. Cardiff City was his last job, and he has been with the SFA for a little while as well. However, Ross County have lost a lot of players. Michael Gardine, Ian Vigurs, Billy Mackay as well. Billy Mackay and Michael Gardine have both gone to Inverness. So that is a big blow. Big blow when you consider that Dominic Samuel is a very good signing from Gillingham. I think that's a great signing. But is that going to be enough? I mean, they've got Ian Callaghan from Ross Callaghan, from Hamilton. I think that is a good signing from Hamilton. But I just worry. I worry for Ross County this season. I think not spending much and not recruiting much. Look, the window is still open. The window is still open until obviously the 31st of August as well. But they have to get players in. They have to get players in before, they could be cast adrift at the bottom. You don't want that. You don't want that as well, especially with Inverness strengthening in the Championship. They could be one to watch as well. So it could be a very, very interesting time of it for Ross County fans as well. St Johnstone, likewise, they have lost a few players as well. James Brown is the only one that's gone to St Johnstone on a permanent deal, made his loan deal permanent. So he's done well. He's done well at St Johnstone, and obviously they'll be expecting Sean Rooney to do well, Chris Kane, of course, to do well, Stevie May, of course, as well. So St Johnstone, I expect them to do well this season. I know they finished top 6 last season, but this is a competitive league this season, and I think it could be interesting. I expect a few teams to improve for sure. I think St Johnstone are a very, very good team. It remains to be seen whether they can actually do back-to-back top 6 finishes again, and I think it'll be interesting to see how well they do, because as I've said, people will be expecting them to, do well as they did, winning the Scottish Cup, winning the League Cup, which was fantastic as well. So I think St Johnstone are in for a good season. I'm just not sure if they can get top 6 again, but who knows? Who knows indeed for this one. So my prediction for this one, I'm actually going to go for a draw in this one. I think both sides will be settled for a draw. As well. Ross County here are tricky to beat at Victoria Park, I would say as well. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Ross County and St Johnstone with that one. And now we have Hearts against Celtic. This is an 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. Don't ask. I don't know why. I don't know why they've decided to have an 8 o'clock kickoff, but who knows? Who knows indeed. What I will say, Hearts haven't strengthened nearly enough, I would say. Ross Stewart, Josh Giannelli as well. They are the only two I've seen that they've signed so far. I'm not sure. Not sure how they're going to do in this this season. I think people would probably expect Hearts to finish 6th, but signings wise, they need a few more signings. Robbie Nelson has to improve the style of football. Some of the football they played in the Championship was not great, and he was getting constant criticism from a lot of fans. And remember, Hearts did go out to it was a high. I can't remember who they lost to in the Scottish Cup, but it was not a good result at all. So Brora Rangers it was, I think. Was it Brora Rangers? I think it was Brora Rangers. So you have to say that Hearts definitely need to improve domestically. They are through to the next round of the Scottish League Cup, albeit they've got Celtic at Celtic Park as well. But you know what? I think it's a good start for Hearts. I think getting Celtic out of the way. Look, people will joke about this, about the Premier League adjudicator trying to give them Celtic every single season, but I think this is a good time to play Celtic. I really, really do, because when we talk about Celtic, my, I mean, Christopher Ayer gone, Odsonne Edouard potentially gone, Lee Griffiths, his position at Celtic is untenable now, completely untenable. Fans booing him against West Ham, not great at all. Celtic have got a new manager in Ange Postecoglu. Look, his managerial tactics have been described as pretty gung-ho. You attack, we attack. That could be very, very dangerous. And the one problem I have with Celtic, they have two goalkeepers who are absolutely average at best. They do not have a good goalkeeper. Craig Gordon, there's been talk that Craig Gordon was, to go back to Celtic. That ain't happening. Craig Gordon's happy at Hearts, so why would he go back? There's talk that Fraser Forster might be coming back in. What is the point in getting him on another loan deal? Can they not afford to buy him? Can they not afford to buy him? Celtic have an average goalkeeper. Defensively, they're an absolute shambles at the back. They really, really are. They've lost a leader in Christopher Ayer. Look, Christopher Julian is still there, but how long? The Celtic are in a bit of a mess. I would say they're in a bit of a mess as well. My prediction, tricky one to predict this one because you don't know what the two teams are going to be like. But I've got a feeling Hearts are going to get something off Celtic. And I'm going to go for a very entertaining draw in this one. I'm going to go Hearts 2, Celtic 2. I think Hearts 2, Celtic 2. Yes, the reason is I think Celtic defensively are an absolute shambles. I think Hearts can get a couple of goals off them. But then again, Hearts are a bit shambolic defensively as well. But for me, I just think Celtic are too much to give, and I think they will be losing a couple of goals here. So I'm going Hearts 2, Celtic 2. And now we move on to the Sunday games, and we have Aberdeen against Dundee United. Aberdeen, a lot of people are expecting Aberdeen to struggle. I really do not see it. With signings like Christian Ramirez from MLS, I think that's a cracking signing. I think he will score goals. He knows where the back of the net is. With signings like J. Emmanuel Thomas from Livingston as well. I think J. Emmanuel Thomas will do well in Aberdeen. And probably the best signing of the lot, Scott Brown, who has now been made Aberdeen captain. I think that's a really, really good move from Aberdeen to give him the captaincy as well. Look, everybody doesn't like Scott Brown. Everybody doesn't like Scott Brown on the football pitch. But off the pitch, he's probably one of the kindest people you will meet. That's the reality of it, you have to say. But Aberdeen going well in Europe as well. 5-1 win over FC Häcken. So you'd have to say that they're probably through to the next stage of the Europa League. Europa Conference League. I would have to say there as well. So Aberdeen should be okay. Aberdeen should be absolutely fine and dandy with that. They have lost Ash Taylor. I think that's a bit of a blow, but then again, they did bring in Declan Gallagher, which is a great signing. Absolutely great signing for Aberdeen, and I think Aberdeen are going to do well this season. Aberdeen are definitely going to do a lot well. Actually, some of their fans think they could go above Celtic. That wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me one bit. The way that Aberdeen are playing, Stephen Glass is manager with Scott Brown there, I think Aberdeen will definitely do well. Dundee United, well, they've had a bit of upheaval as well. Tam Kurtz is the new manager. Mickey Mellon is back to Tranmere. I don't understand that at all as well. And Trevor Carson is a very good goalkeeper as well, so it'll be interesting to see if he does actually play many games week in, week out. Shankland, failed to really impress last season, but I've got a feeling he might have a better season this season. Maybe get into 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 goals this season. That would be good for Dundee United as well. What a fixture this is, though. The new firm derby, as people would like to call it. It's a really, really tricky one to predict, but I have a feeling that Aberdeen will just sneak a win here. I'm going to go for Aberdeen 1, Dundee United 0. I think Aberdeen will just scrape through that one, and going to be a very interesting season for both sides as well. Aberdeen 1, Dundee United 0. And just very, very quickly on that, 1 win to Aberdeen, 2 wins to Dundee United, and 2 draws in the last 5 meetings. So very interesting as well. And now the final game to preview and predict is Motherwell against Hibernian. Motherwell, I expect to have a better season. I would expect them to have a better season. The way that they played last season, obviously Graham Alexander did come in mid-season. He's now got a full season to do well with Motherwell. I think he will do well. They have lost a lot of players though. Declan Gallagher is a big loss. Alan Campbell is a big loss. As well, Sherwin Seedorf as well, they've lost him, so they do have a lot of players that have gone out as well, but I expect Motherwell to do a lot better. I expect them to do a lot better than last season. Hibs, on the other hand, I think Hibs will have a good season. I think they have been very, very good recently, and I do think that with signings, like they haven't made many signings, but interesting to see who starts in goal for Hibs. I think Matt Macy might start in goal for Hibs. Obviously, Daniel Dabrowski is obviously the backup goalkeeper for Hibs. interested to see how far they can go into the Europa Conference League as well, because Hibs are doing well, Aberdeen are doing well in Europe as well. So it's a tricky one to predict, and it's a tricky away game for Hibs. Motherwell did have a good home record last season at Fir Park as well. So my prediction for this one, just very, very quickly, there's 1 win to Aberdeen, 1 win to Motherwell, 1 win to Hibs, and 3 draws in there for good measure. So my prediction, I am going to go for a Hibs win in this one. I think Hibs will start the season with a victory. I'm going Motherwell 1, Hibernian 2. I think Motherwell will lose their first game. So that is it. That is match week number 1 done and dusted. As always, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree with my predictions? Let me know. And yeah, obviously we will be doing a league table as well. So yeah, leave your predictions. Leave your predictions as well. So I'll go for my predictions very, very quickly. So I'm going Rangers 3, Livingston 0, Dundee 2, St Mirren 1, Ross County 1, St Johnstone 1, Hearts 2, Celtic 2, Aberdeen 1, Dundee United 0, and Motherwell 1, Hibernian 2. So that is it. That is the match week 1 done and dusted. As I've said, leave predictions in the comment section down below, and we will see what happens with these first few fixtures as well. So thank you for watching. If you do like the content, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well, and leave your predictions as well. We will see what happens. But until then, it is goodbye from me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Enjoy match week 1. Should be good. Should be fun. See you later. Bye bye.